Yeah, possess!
31-year-old Tom Walsh began playing soccer not long after he learned to walk.
Yes!
As Walsh grew, so did his passion for the game, playing first for DC Soccer Club, Gonzaga High School, and Wheeling Jesuit University. Then, in the summer of 2020, he formed his own soccer club, Brooklyn FC, in Northeast Washington.
It was a neighborhood-centric soccer club that gave kids an opportunity to play in their backyard as opposed to driving to upper Northwest DC.
Well done, Josh. Head up! Head up!
In August 2023, Walsh and his business partner decided to merge Brooklyn FC into the operation Walsh played for as a boy, DC Soccer Club, the biggest club in town and a homecoming of sorts. Walsh became one of the club's directors. According to court documents, Walsh says it was the behavior of his boss, Director of Operations Michelle Aliotto, seen here on the club's Instagram page, that changed everything on a work trip to Baltimore in May 2024.
The club offered Michelle and I to go to Baltimore to represent the club, and it really changed when she asked me to share a hotel room with her on that trip.
Shortly after 6 o'clock that night, his lawsuit alleges, Walsh received this text message, which 7 News confirmed came from Aliotto's number. And later, he received 4 more texts, each urging him to come to her room.
I felt like it was just incredibly inappropriate on her part to do that as my supervisor and boss.
How did that hit you in the moment?
It made me incredibly uncomfortable, and it made me start to think if I needed to report this to the person above her.
In the weeks that followed, Aliotto sent him this series of other text messages, according to the lawsuit, which Walsh says were out of bounds.
Complimenting my looks, calling me pet names like her little Andrew Tate, trying to call me about walkthroughs of her home.
Things came to a head, Walsh's attorneys claim, at a fundraising event a month after the Baltimore incident.
She came up to me in the middle of the event and mentioned that my performance has been poor as of late, and that my ranking as a director will be dropping very quickly.
Why do you think she told you that?
Because I would not reciprocate her feelings, and I would not give in to her advances.
An allegation that also appears in court documents. Days later, Walsh's suit reveals he met with DC Soccer Club's executive director, Greg Andrulis, to report Aliotto's sexually charged advances and the fact she'd started criticizing his work. According to claims in the suit, Andrulis told him Walsh should make his feelings clear. So Walsh sent Aliotto this email telling her, "I want to make it abundantly clear that I want our relationship to be strictly professional." To which she replied, "Yes, of course. I apologize if I overstepped in any way."
It really came to a point where I felt like I was ready to quit the club. I just didn't feel comfortable working there anymore.
In February, DC Soccer's own attorneys initiated an internal investigation into Aliotto's alleged harassment, which led to this conclusion.
There was inappropriate behavior, however, it was not to the level of sexual harassment.
Frustrated, Walsh filed a charge of discrimination with the D.C. Office of Human Rights on May 9th. And then things started to happen pretty fast. D.C. Soccer sued Walsh, alleging he breached his contract by directly soliciting D.C. Soccer Club employees and coaches as far back as April of this year. When D.C. Soccer didn't renew his contract, Walsh countersued, claiming they retaliated against him for his complaints of sexual harassment. Neither Michelle Aliotto nor Greg Andrulis would speak with 7 News, but in a statement, DC Soccer's lawyer told us, the club categorically denies all of Walsh's claims and allegations. The club takes very seriously any claims of harassment or retaliation of any kind. He ultimately had buyer's remorse about not having his own club. Instead of exiting the right way, he thought to use the allegations of sexual harassment in a counterclaim against the league to get out of the situation.
People are used to seeing these lawsuits where the victim is a woman. Did that enter your mind at all, that there might be some bias against you because you're a man?
Absolutely. I think if the coin was flipped, I think more serious action would have taken place immediately.